Today, we're talking about the history of the music video. What is a music video? Well, a music video, in my opinion, is the two words. It's music synced up to a video. The first music video ever created was created in 1895. It was an experiment at Thomas Edison's studio. The man you see in the picture's name is William Dickson. It was called the Dickson Experiment, and there's a link here for you to click on to view the video. But basically, it was the first time music was synced to visual images, hence the music video. If you watch it, it's pretty corny. There's a guy playing the violin, he's recording the sound, and then there's two other guys kind of dancing around. It's about 17 seconds long. Now, the interesting thing about this, in my opinion, is it was never released. They did it, and it ended up somewhere in, Thomas Edison's archives, and it actually was never really seen by the general public till 2002. So I always thought that was interesting. Next up, we've got musical shorts. Now, I put this in the presentation, not that they're necessarily music videos, but, in 1923 at the Rivoli Theater in New York, it was the first time you had a motion picture with sound on the film. Okay? Then in 1927, you have The Jazz Singer, and that would have been the first full-length movie with sound. Prior to that, movies were silent, or maybe the movie would play and they might have like a band playing in there, something like that. Song cartoons I included in here because they were significant because people would actually sing along in the theater with these. So these were like sing-alongs. So if you go ahead and click on the video, a link there, you'll see an example of a song cartoon. And, it's kind of neat. People really, really enjoyed doing that back in the 20s. Now, the 1940s, you have these things called soundies. And this, in my opinion, would be your first true music video. Everything else prior to this was more, film with sound. Basically, if you look at the lady standing next to the machine, it was like it was a jukebox, basically. You put, your nickel in the thing, and it was a music video. These are very significant because a lot of the early jazz musicians, especially, more importantly, the African-American jazz musicians, these are kind of the only films or, videos you see of these people. So you got people like, Louis Armstrong or Fats Waller, and, they're playing music, and, it's like a short little movie. You put it in there and, watch the sound. So really, they were the first music videos. However, they're called soundies, so they're not like modern day videos like we're going to get into here in a minute. In the 1950s, that's when the first time the actual term music video was used. And the Big Bopper, you see him there, he was the first person to actually, coin the term. Prior to him coining that, you got Tony Bennett in 1956, and he recorded Stranger in Paradise. That's considered the first, modern day music video. The soundies weren't, it was more people playing, dancing, but, you'll see the video. The Tony, when you watch the soundy video, the Tony Bennett video is more of a modern day thing. They play his song, Stranger in Paradise, and he's walking around Central Park in New York. The soundies were more people actually playing, that kind of thing. Then we go ahead and move to the Beatles. A Hard Day's Night, most music historians consider that the actual first modern music video. I think Tony Bennett's is actually the first modern music video, but, watch both of them. I included the links, and you can make your own decision there. After that, we get to Australia. Now, Australia is significant because they had the first, MTV kind of type of thing. They had this thing called Countdown and Sounds. Also in America, prior to MTV, you had a thing called Video Concert Hall, and that was on the USA Network. But Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, a lot of people will consider that the first music video because it was filmed 100% with the intent to be distributed on, network television. So the first, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody in 1975 would have been your first band making a video solely for it to be played on TV. Then, of course, we get to MTV. We all know MTV. It debuted August 1st, 1981. What a lot of people don't realize about MTV, younger people, is originally it only played rock videos. And, they didn't start the crossover into the hip-hop scene really till 1983 with, the man Michael Jackson, okay? He was, he's the king of pop. So Billie Jean would have been Michael Jackson's first video, and he also, was kind of the king of the music videos. So that just gives you a little overview on the history of the music videos. Just a little fun topic to have. The most important thing is I want you to watch all the links so you can see the videos, so you can decide for yourself what you think is the first real music video. I've talked with people, and a lot of people say the Queen video is the first music video. Some people say the Tony Bennett one was the first music video. Other people say the Beatles stuff was the first music video. So, it's not a hot topic debate. We're not debating, abortion or guns rights here. We're debating, the history of a music video. So something kind of fun. Me personally, I say the Dixon Experiment was the first music video. If we're going to look at what the definition of a music video is, well, it's two words. It says music and video. Well, the Dixon Experiment was the first time they put video with sound. So in my opinion, it's the first music video. But watch everything for yourself, and you make your own decision.